Come on, my boyfriend! My boyfriend!
Since rookie season.
What's going on, everybody, and welcome back to another episode of Mark Not Marcus. And if this is your first time here, it is so nice to meet you. Welcome to the Mark Not Marcus YouTube family. And before we get into today's episode, can you do a couple of things for me, please? I need you to like this video. Yeah. And then can you comment on this video? Then can you share it? Can you share with your mama, your daddy, your sister, your brother, your niece, your nephew, your aunt, your uncle, your sugar mama, your sugar daddy, your baby mama, your baby daddy, Shane, Hollander, Ilya, Rozanov, Rose Landry, Svetlana, Scott Hunter, Kid, anyone else? And tell them all the good things we're doing here on the Mark Not Marcus YouTube channel, and then subscribe because we are on the road to 500 subscribers. That is so crazy. I can't believe I am saying we're on the road to 500 subscribers. We were just on the road to 300. We were just on the road to 400, and now we're on the road to 500 subscribers. I thank y'all. I appreciate y'all. I love y'all so much. Thank you so much. And lastly, turn the notification bell on. Yeah, I'm like, what else am I missing? Turn the notification bell on so you're always notified when we are posting something new here on the Mark Not Marcus YouTube channel. So now that all those formalities are out the way, let's get into today's video. Welcome to Mark Reacts. Mark Reacts is a segment on my channel where I'm reacting to something, whether it's TV, films, pop culture, music, or anything that I just want to talk about. We're talking about it, we're breaking it down, and we're reacting to it. And, you know, we're talking about one of my favorite shows, but we'll get into that. So, Mark, can you play that intro for Mark Reacts, the TV edition?
Quiet on the set. Can we please have quiet on the set?
And in this episode of Mark Reacts, the finale has gotten here. The conclusion is here. It had to end one way. And we're talking about the last episode of Heated Rivalry. And if you don't know what Heated Rivalry is, I'm so sorry, because you are missing out on greatness. You are missing out on a beautiful story of love, acceptance, braveness, boldness, and vulnerability. You're missing out on it. You're missing out. But let me tell you a little bit about Heated Rivalry. Heated Rivalry is a popular gay sports romance novel and now the 2025 TV adaptation by Rachel Reed that focuses on the intense secret romantic relationship between NHL rival stars Shane Hollander from Montreal and Ilya Rozanov from the Boston Bears. Spanning nearly a decade, this story follows them from the 19-year-old rookies to veterans as they navigate a fiery, long-term affair hidden from media, fans, and teammates. And now that you know a little bit about one of the best television series of all time, today we are looking at the last, I'm so sad, the last episode of Heated Rivalry titled The Cottage. So yes, episode 6. I won't take much of y'all time. Let's hop straight into this breakdown. Whew. All right, y'all. So you probably just watched episode 5. This is episode 6. We literally just finished episode 5, and oh my goodness, was that a great freaking episode. And now we're on episode 6 titled The Cottage. And I am very excited but sad to be finishing off this series. But yeah, we got 51. It's 11:30 right now. It is 11:30. I did not need to use my box of tissues, but we might in this episode. So, but these people have almost gotten me. No, they got me a couple of times, but yes. So cheers to the last episode of Heated Rivalry, and thank you guys so much for coming along this journey. Let's get into it. Cheers. All right, so also I'm apologizing in advance. This episode was so good. Like, I was trying to just watch the episode, and I don't know what I wrote. Like, I wrote a lot, but I don't know what I wrote. And I don't know if, like, I'm just so like, that episode wrecked me. This episode, like, destroyed me. So, forgive me, about this. So let's hop straight into it. So we first start off at the MLH Awards Most Admirable Award, and it goes to Scott Hunter. And he's, one second. Sorry, I can't read my handwriting. And I got distracted for a second. But so we're at the MLH Awards, and an award is given to the most the award for most admirable is given to Scott Hunter. I thought it was kind of funny too, because he was the New York Admirals. So I was like, oh, that's a cute play on word. And he accepts his award, and he is speaking about how he came out. And I love how he said, you know, within the show and in real life, how much him coming out meant to young fans. And growing up, he felt like he couldn't fit in, and that locker room talk was, you know, I don't know why it is, but they look down upon a lot of homosexuals, and there's just a lot of homophobia in those spaces, but it'd be a lot of closeted in those spaces too. It's very backwards. I don't understand it, but it's in all sports. It's in all fabrics of life. I don't get it. But one thing that he said that I really wanted to just touch on, he said, fear is powerful. And then he goes on to speak about, but how his love with Kip was stronger than anything that he was afraid of. And yes, this is a TV show, but that is real life. Fear will stop you from doing so many things that love will propel you in places fear can't live in. Like, so keep that in mind. Always be brave. The only right type of fear is something, if something you dream of scares you. That's not even fear. That is you being afraid of a future you know you can achieve. That's different than fear. Fear is stopping you from achieving that future because you don't think you can do it. But be scared. Do it scared because you know it's big, but you know you can accomplish it. That's the difference. But anyway, I'm done. When you have a secret that you worked so hard to protect, it's exhausting. So we are now done with Scott and Kit. We won't talk about them for the rest of this episode. Well, we'll mention one little thing, but that's it. Then we get to July, and we're in Ottawa. I believe Ottawa is a city in Canada. Let me check. Ottawa. I believe it is. Because I live in Kansas City, Missouri. So I'm like, I know it's in Ottawa, Kansas, but you know, Ottawa, Ontario, Canada. So they're there that's where Shane's cottage is. It's 2 hours outside of Ottawa somewhere. So Shane picks up Ilya from the airport, and what was so cute is, like, mind you, Ilya's ribs are still injured, just remember that. But as they're driving, like, Ilya grabs Shane's hands and, like, sits it in his lap. And then it was so cute when they got to the cottage. Shane carried Ilya's bags, and Ilya's like, dude, like, I can carry my own bag. He's like, your ribs say otherwise. And it was just so cute because, like, on the way there, you could see how soft they are with one another. But if you go back to the first episode, they were far from soft with one another. And just seeing their journey over years, we are in 2017, years into their rookie years till now, like, they've grown so much about themselves. They've grown so much about their own values and so much thing. It's been beautiful watching them grow, even though they look the same the entire time, but it's okay. So once they get there, like, they're just relaxing on the couch. Again, I might be missing some things because I was just so focused. We find out that Ilya, well, Shane ain't have sex with nobody, but I don't think anyone was thinking he would. We all thought Ilya was gonna be in them sheets with somebody, but no, he's been not having sex with nobody. I think they said for 2 months. So we learned that they're on a 2-week vacation, and Shane was just like, when they were outside at the fire pit, they were on the couch. Shane said, let's have 2 weeks of being honest and truthful about our opinions of one another. And child, that was a foreshadowing, because it was a lot of things that people got honest and truthful about. So Shane made burgers, and the burgers look good. I don't know the last time I had a burger, but so Ilya brings up Shane coming out to his parents, and like if he thinks they know and why hasn't he done it yet. And he basically briefly talks about like how Ilya kind of has something to do with that, and I guess I don't remember if it was because who he is with, why it deters him from coming out to his family, or if I have to come out to my family now because I know who I am and know my sexuality because I met you. I don't know if it has something to do with that. But regardless, then we see he briefly talks about Rose and their sex and how it was not all of that. And then what was so funny, Ilya hears a loon and he freaks out. And it was just so cute. I don't know what a loon is either. I never heard of a bird named a loon. And if I would have heard that, I would have acted just like Ilya. Because it did sound like some wolf. It sounded like something of a wolf or whatever. And it was just so cute because he was scared. And then one of the like sweetest, softest moments, you see that Ilya put his head in Shane's lap. And he was just like talking. They were having a very heartwarming conversation. And then we learned that Ilya's mom passed away from an accidental overdose at 12 years old. And the way Ilya kind of explained it, he said she accidentally took the whole pill bottle. I think in his mind, he thinks she accidentally did it. He says that because he wants people to think his mother was strong and not weak when she wasn't weak. But she just decided that, it was tough for her. Life was tough for her. So it was just so sad because to make matters a little worse, Ilya found his mother. So like I was like, wow, like that was sad. And then we get to a crazy moment. Hayden calls Shane, and while he's calling Shane, he's just like, yeah, man, I'm just on the phone. Oh, fuck. Mute. Oh, fuck.
No, nothing much here. The headaches are better. Fuck.
Freaky ass boys. Yeah, it was so funny. Like, I don't know what they call it. I know when you driving, they call it like roadhead. I don't know what we call, like, I don't know what people call, like, when you're on the phone and somebody doing it, like, is it called, like, phone head? Is it, like, mobile head? Like, I don't know what it's called. I don't know. But anyway, that was so funny because Ilya was tearing him up. Shane kept hitting that mute button. Like, But anyway, Shane and Ilya then spend just as much time talking about the future, and I don't remember much of what I put because like I told you, I was so locked in. They were talking about the future, but I know it was something of like, what do you call it? Like Ilya could come to Ottawa, or he was saying something like, I can get married to Svetlana or something, and it'll give me citizenship, because all of that, when you marry somebody, it's easy to get citizenship and things of that nature. But they were talking about that, and Shane is like about the car. He's like, you're not marrying her, because it won't be out of anything. It won't be love. You're not doing that. Like, you're not doing that. And I'm like, you don't want him to do that because you're in love with him. But no one has said it yet. Well, Ilya said it to Shane, but Shane didn't understand the language. So yeah, like he didn't know. But Then, you know, we get to a moment and they're briefly also talking about some other things. I'm missing a part. Anyway, so they have their moment and they're in the bed talking, and Ilya tells Shane that he loves him.
I love you. Holy shit. I mean, I love you too. Fuck. You hurt me so much. Does it fucking kill you too?
And Shane was like, oh fuck. And he was like, I love you too. And it was just like, it was so beautiful. Oh my goodness. It was so beautiful. Let me not look up. I need a haircut. But it was just so beautiful. And like, it was such a heartfelt, warming thing to see, because also he said, like, Shane was like, does it fucking kill you too? And Ilya said, not anymore. And that brought me back to when Shane and Ilya, Shane was back home, who knows? And Ilya was in Moscow, and he said to Shane on the phone when he was speaking in Russian about his feelings to him, he had said to him, I'm so in love with you and I don't know what to do about it and it kills me and things of that nature. And now he said, not anymore. Like, it doesn't kill me anymore that I love you and that I'm accepting in it. And Shane and Ilya's relationship now is just so freaking soft. It was so beautiful. It was just so beautiful. But it seemed like it hurt to say, I love you. But at the same time, it felt so good to say. Like, you could see the release that they had when it's like a version of them disappeared when they said, I love you. It's like walls that they had upon each other in their relationship were gone after they said it. And it was such a beautiful thing to witness, to watch. It was so beautiful. So after that, they spent some more time, and then Shane and Ilya are talking, and it was about how they can get a school or build like if Shane would move, if Ilya would come to Ottawa and play hockey in Ottawa, and then they would only be 2 hours apart from Shane being in Montreal and Ilya being in Ottawa. They will only be 2 years apart. And then they were like, you know, we can have a school that's dedicated to mental health awareness and suicide prevention because of things going through that his mom went through and things of that nature. And like, he says like, she would have loved you. And like, she would have loved you like I love you. And it was just so beautiful. That moment was so, because one thing Shane does, Shane listens. Shane listens very well. He listens very well, and he knows what Ilya loves and what Ilya would love to see. And when Ilya gets vulnerable with Shane, he remembers those moments vividly. And like, I just loved how he took care of him in this moment. So they go to the pool. They go to the little lake or whatever outside, swimming in it. And Shane kept getting calls, and I think it was from his parents or whatever, but he wasn't answering because he's on a silent retreat because he doesn't want them to show up or anything, right? So, they kissing at the door before they come back in the house. Shane's dad is at the door. Shane fucking dad. Oh my God, Shane's dad.
I fucking lied to them for so many years. I fucking lied to them, and now my dad just walks in on me. This is my fucking nightmare. This is my actual fucking nightmare, Ilya. Okay. Then maybe it's time to wake up, yes?
Inside the house, and he sees them. And Ilya is like, if this hand is Shane, and Shane is looking towards the lake, and this hand is Ilya, and Ilya's looking at Shane but can see past the house, well, see inside the house, they kiss, and then they look away, well, like they separated for a second, and Ilya can see through the door, and he sees Shane's father, and Shane turns around, and he's just like he goes try to look after him, but his father pulled off and away, and Shane was just freaking out. And how Ilya took care of him in this moment was so beautiful. He was like, this is the nightmare, this is the nightmare. Well, it's time to wake up. Beautifully said, beautifully said. So Shane and Ilya get themselves together, and it was so funny. And before they left, like Ilya put on like a hockey jersey, a hockey shirt. It's been a long day. He put on a hockey shirt and was like, that's not gonna help, smooth it over. And Ilya's like, I play hockey, I can't help it. So they get to Shane's parents' house, and he's like, first, before we get there, Ilya was like, do you want me to come with you? And Shane was like, you'll do that? He's like, yeah, come on, let's go. I'll do it with you. I'll go with you in support. And it was so beautiful. So they get to his house, and Shane's like, maybe I should go in first. Ilya get out that car and walk in with him. Boy, you're not doing this by yourself. And when they walk in the house, it was just so awkward. Like, Shane's just standing there, very, I don't know how to do this. And Ilya's just standing there like this. I know y'all can't see me, but he's just sitting there and it was just so cute because Ilya is way more bold and truthful and direct. Shane's, especially because this is Shane's family. Shane's coming out to his family, and he just y'all just caught me or whatever. And he gets in and he just immediately is like, hey, so he's talking to his mom and his dad. He's like, well, I'm gay. And everything just is out in the open now. And it was just such a beautiful moment. His parents were so supportive. Of course, they were shocked, not shocked. They kind of knew he was gay, but they were shocked that you're lovers with Ilya of all people.
Yeah, and this is Ilya, Rozanov, but you already know that. Or he's visiting and we're lovers. No, Ilya, that's gross. But you hate him. No. I mean, I get that, but no, I actually, I love him.
And he was like, I thought you hated him. He was like, well, I did, but now I love him. I was like, say it again, please, so I could just cry in a ball in a corner. But it was a moment where Shane went outside to talk to his mom, and he said, I'm sorry. And she said, you have nothing to apologize for it.
I need you to know that I did really try. I tried really hard, but I just can't help it. I'm sorry.
Oh no, you have nothing to apologize for. Look at me.
Oh my God.
I'm so proud of you.
Yeah.
Please forgive me.
Whew, this episode is too much. Oh my God. Oh, this episode is too much for me. Oh my gosh. That took me out. It was such a beautiful thing, and I touched on it in one of my clips, but I have to say it now before I forget. tomorrow when I record this. I appreciate in this entire series, we have not gotten tragedy. In so many LGBTQIA plus films, television series, Pose, I can't think of anything else. Paris is Burning. It's been so many series. Empire. So many series where there have been a gay character or an LGBTQIA plus character, and tragedy has come upon them. A TV show that I love, Noah's Ark. I am extremely aware of how HIV, AIDS, STDs, STIs, everything impacts not only the world, not only heterosexuals, but it impacts homosexuals, and it impacts my community the most because of the agenda that was put on us years ago, and the stigma that is the gay man's disease, which is unfucking believable. But I appreciate that we could see in this show love, because a lot of this story does not turn out the way it is. I don't know if y'all can see me, but y'all gonna have to. A lot of the times, families aren't so supporting. A lot of the times, people come out and it goes extremely horrible for them. And I'm so thankful that there's an opportunity for people to watch a series and see a story from all arcs of supportiveness and acceptance, because we don't see that a lot in the real world. We don't see that a lot in the real world. And I hope anybody who is watching this, who has watched this series, you get the courage to be brave just like these characters. And I know they are fictional characters, but they were brave enough to play these roles. So be brave, like be brave, be brave, be brave. It is so worth it. It really is. I love this show. I have no idea what they can do for season 2. I'm speaking like I don't have, oh my God, it's almost over, I'm finna cry. There's so many TV series that we have that we see coming out, or we see LGBTQIA plus characters have such tragedy in their lives, because it's showing you how real our life can be, how dangerous it can be, how vulnerable we are, and how much things we don't have knowledge of, and how that impacts us, whether it's lack of knowledge with STD and STIs or HIV, about PrEP and different medicines or anything, how lack of knowledge we have, and what a detriment it is when we don't know things or we're not being properly taught, how much damage it can do to us, the dangers of trans women, trans men, trans people, gay people, queer people, lesbians, everybody under our umbrella. It can get dangerous. And in this show, we got into it we got into it slightly with Ilya and how Russia is with LGBTQI, my family in the crayon box, all the colors. We saw how difficult it can be for someone living in Russia to navigate that, but that's as much as we got. We didn't see trauma, and I love that. We didn't see trauma with Scott and Kip. We didn't see trauma with Ilya and Shane. It was just so beautiful to see, because we don't often see that. So I love that we got that. His mom was just so accepting, and they had the moment outside. And then after, like, she goes in, okay, so what's the plan? What we're gonna do? I can silently reach out to this. We can have a press release come out like this. We can do this. We can do that. Like, and Shane was just getting, Shane was getting so overwhelmed, and he like put his head down, and Ilya's like, baby, like, it's okay, baby. Like, it's okay. We'll get through it. calm down, like breathe. And like their parents were just smiling because they're like, oh, he's really like taking care of him. It was just so beautiful. Hold on, my camera's about to die. Then another moment, well, the episode is pretty much over at this point, unfortunately. Another moment that was cute is like they were talking about like, you know, the future and everything, like, so, you know, what's happening, what's next, what's the plan? And he was like, so, you know, Ilya can join Ottawa. And they were like, you know, you would leave Ottawa? I mean, you would leave Moscow? You would leave Boston? I'll just say 3 different places. You would leave Boston for Shane? You would leave Boston to come here? You have no loyalty? He was like, I will definitely leave Boston for Shane. Like, and then it was, oh my God, I forgot this part. It was, he like when Shane was just overreacting and like frustrated, not even overreacting, when Shane was just being stressed, he was just like, you know, something, you know, my boyfriend or something. Oh, my boyfriend! Shane looked up like, I'm your boyfriend. Ilya's like, I mean, yeah. Oh my God, we have came so far. But yeah, the family, they ate dinner, they had this pasta. The pasta looked good. Ilya was messing that dang on food up. But I just think first off, such a great actor. This man has an American accent. That man had to learn Russian to do this role. And yeah, the episode's over. They get in the car and they head back to the cottage. And they're like, you know, we'll be there soon. We'll bring some groceries and things of that nature. Like, now they're a big family. And this was such a great show. But this wraps up the Heated Rivalry series. And it took me a while to get to this show, but I am glad I got to it. This show has reminded me of so many things. It brought back feelings that I did not want to come back, but like, it's beautiful. Love is so beautiful, and we all deserve it. We all want it, no matter how we act, what we say. We all want it, whether it's love from our friends, love from our families, love from ourselves, or love from that one person. We all want love, and we're all deserving of love. And there's somebody out there for everyone, everybody. So we all are deserving of love, and we will receive it. This series was so important. It's so important. I forget about the sex quite often in this movie, in this show, as much as they have it. It's deeper than that. Look past all that, which I don't understand why people are gagging so much over sex. We all have it. Moving on. There's so many stories and so many people who are represented, and so many people who can, like, you know, relate to this show and just feel so inspired and feel so seen. And it's such a beautiful show. Such a beautiful show. I literally am going to watch this series over and just like take it all in again. No camera, no notebook with the notes. Just sit back and watch it and probably cry again through each episode, because I know what's gonna happen. Like, but just living through it again. But I'm really thinking about reading the books. I'm not sure, because I suck at reading a book. It's a book up here, that Atomic Habits, that I had for 3 years, and I only read to like a couple of chapters. The only book I've read recently meaning a couple of years, is The Subtle Art of Not Giving a Fuck. So yeah, in the Bible. So that's all I'm reading. Other than that, you're not gonna catch me reading the book, and that's sad, but I'm not a good reader. But yeah, guys, thank y'all so much for just supporting me through these episodes. Every view, every like, every dislike, every comment, every engagement, whatever. I appreciate it so much. This series really, it means a lot to me. It did a lot for my YouTube channel. It did a lot for me, and I met so many amazing people through comments. We've engaged a couple of times, and I'm glad we got through this together. I'm glad I could watch it with you all. I appreciate everyone for not spoiling anything for me. Y'all real ones for that. So until next time, guys, I hope the show gets countless of awards. And again, beyond the sex, whatever that people might trip over, this is a great show. Great storytelling, great acting, great cinematography, great everything. This show is great, and I hope it gets recognized for its excellence, because it deserves it. So that's all for this episode. That's all for this series. That's a wrap. I love you guys so much. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, share, subscribe, and turn the notification bell on so you're always notified when something's new is coming to the Mark Not Marcus YouTube channel. Also, another show this reminds me of, love-wise. There's a show on Netflix called Forever. Watch it. I don't know if y'all have seen it, but if you have not seen Forever, watch it. That's another show that puts me in that mind space of how good love is. And it's not a gay story, but whatever. Love is love regardless. Such a beautiful story. Such a beautiful story. Netflix need to hurry up with that too. They just start production for that, baby. We got that show last year in 2025. Oh, they be pissing me off with that. But anyway, I love you guys. Thank you so much. The next TV show we'll be looking at is Love Island, because it's May 11th and Love Island come on in June 2nd. So I'm looking forward to that chaos. But I love you guys. I will see you on the next one. Bye.